Hello all, it's Miss Shepard. We've had some pretty unexpected days here this past week, and I want to make sure that we wrap up the week still on track in our writing work. So I'm making just this little video to help people catch up, review, whatever is helpful to them. If I gave you your writer's notebook this afternoon or this evening or this morning and told you to take your writer's notebook home, we're going to go over just a little bit of what you need to do so that you can bring me the work back that we're getting graded. So, at this point in our writing, you should know that you're writing about some sort of topic that interests you. With that topic, you're going to be creating a thesis. A thesis is a main argument in your writing. It's a fact that you believe you can prove with evidence. Not everyone has to agree with your thesis, but you have to believe your thesis, agree with your thesis, and be able to prove your thesis with evidence. My topic for my writing is being an Army officer. My thesis for my writing is the United States Army Officer Corps is the coolest organization ever. So with that, the next thing that I've gone ahead and done is I created 4 reasons for why my thesis is true. Let me show you all what I have so far. So this is my writing so far. And you can see the thesis here in the middle. The United States Army Officer Corps is the coolest organization ever. That's my thesis. I have 4 reasons to support this thesis. They're connected to just the thesis. There are 4 lines. 1 is one reason. 2, that's the second reason. 3, third reason. 4, the fourth reason. These 4 reasons are different aspects of my thesis, different parts of my thesis, different supports for my thesis that I think I can research and find facts to prove that my thesis, my argument, is true. So my 4 facts are as follows. Army officers are very involved in the lives of soldiers. So that's at the top. My second, our equipment is the most diverse. My third, we have awesome uniforms. My fourth, it is the oldest fraternity or brotherhood in America. So what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to look at them, my 4 reasons to support my thesis, and think to myself, okay, well, what are some questions that I can ask of each of these reasons that will help me to get a better understanding of what I mean, of how I can prove facts, of how I can use facts and evidence to support this reason, which in turn supports my thesis. So you see extra boxes that are not connected to the thesis, but that are connected to the reason, and that's because those boxes each contain at least 1 question for each reason connected to the thesis. So for my reason that says Army officers are very interested in the lives of soldiers, one of the questions that I asked are just how involved are Army officers in the lives of soldiers? And that might look like me researching what sorts of organizations Army officers are a part of to work with soldiers or to help soldiers. My next reason, our equipment is the most diverse. The question that I've asked of that is, what kind of equipment does the Army use to fight wars? My third reason, we have awesome uniforms. I've asked 2 questions. How many different uniforms do officers have, and how many uniforms has the Officer Corps had ever, like in the past? And my 4th reason, the United States Army Officer Corps, is the oldest fraternity in America. So the question then is, well, how old is the Army Officer Corps? I might write another question here that says something like, how has the Officer Corps changed over time? But at the very least, I want to start off with 1 question per reason to get my research going so that as I'm writing, I have facts that I have researched that support my reasons, which support my thesis. Your score for this assignment will be out of 9 points. You should have a thesis, which is 1. You should have 4 reasons, which takes you to 5. And then you should have at least 4 questions, 1 for each reason, which takes you to 9 points. This assignment is due, since we've been working on it in class, and there are just a few of us that have not finished. This assignment is due tomorrow, and so I'm posting this just so that you have a little bit of extra help and a little bit of a reminder as to what you need to do in the event that you forgot or you need someone to jog your memory. So I hope this helps. I wish you all luck with finishing your classwork, and we'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.